I'm John, and tonight I want answers about Jim Short, because we have a special guest on the show, Jim Short. Jim is a comedian. You may have seen him on David Letterman. You may have seen him on Conan O'Brien. You may have seen him on Craig Ferguson. And he's also the winner of the 2004 San Francisco Comedy Competition. International one, right?
Yes.
Hello.
Good to be here, mate.
Good, good. If you've never seen the show before, the show's like a courtroom drama. I'm the prosecutor, you're the expert witness, and you at home are the jury. It's your job to convict or acquit the topics. You're Australian, so all the convicted people go there, right?
That we get straight into convict jokes that quickly? This is racism, right? Just because I'm Australian?
It just came up.
My country was a penal, can I say penal on
Yes,
this
yes.
channel? Penal with an A, a penal. The penal colony of Australia, because all the criminals were sent away, and we had one criminal in my family. He was sent to Australia, a counterfeiter, right? The only one in my family who made money, and it was the wrong way.
Oh.
But that's true. That's a true story. And then my great grandfather, my dad's grandfather, was sent away, but not because of criminal activity. He was an alcoholic. He drank so much his family in England paid him to leave. They actually gave him money. They said, go away and never come back. That's the proud stock I come from. And when you drink too much for English people, you are Australian.
Wow, okay. Our first case, John versus Jim Short. We had the guy from Whitesnake come on the show, and he wrote us that song.
He wrote you that song?
Yes.
So does he make a little cash every time that happens?
We made a special deal. We put his name in the credits in lieu of any money.
So he got his name in the credits. He's not one of the people that you pulled out of the credits at the last minute. This was before the cameras were rolling. He was in a tizzy. Get that name off my show. But the Whitesnake bloke, he stays.
He stays because he's still performing.
He's still performing
every week. I'm going to tell you about how I first saw you. So
this sounds stalkery.
Oh, it's all above board.
You were in your house, and I was across the street with binoculars.
When I go to a comedy show, I'll sit there stone-faced the whole time. Not on purpose. Like, I'll be watching a comedian, they'll be funny, they'll be hilarious. But I don't have a lot of reaction happen. But I went to this show in the Punchline with a friend from work, and it was like a Labor Day weekend or something, and it was dead. There was like 10 people there maybe, and I felt terrible about that. But you did an incredible set.
It's a ringing endorsement right there. There was nobody in the place except me and my friend, but and we're sitting there stone-faced because that's how we do it.
No, I wasn't stone-faced.
No, for me you weren't. Yeah.
So I was like I was in front row, and I was falling off my chair laughing. From a guy who's usually stone-faced during a comedy show, I was falling off my chair, heaving with laughter. It was incredible. You probably remember the Clippy joke, which was one of my favorites. I don't know if anybody knows anymore what Clippy is now. It's a while back, but yeah, the Microsoft paperclip person. Yeah.
Who would annoy everyone when they got online, or no, he got on their computer. Yeah. The paperclip would come up. So I hated it so much I wrote a huge rant about it. And you would always come and say, paperclip, do the bit. You became my paperclip. You would just sit there and yell stuff out. You were my paperclip.
Hey, you want to do that joke about paperclip? Looks like you're doing comedy. Let me suggest something for you. So, as a comedian, do you find that a compliment when someone yells out a bit they want you to do, or is it like annoying, like almost like a heckler? Like when I was yelling out.
No. Because you have to make the decision. What is this person yelling out? Why they're yelling out? You were yelling out from a good place, so that's always good. And I have no problem if people yell out and it's a point of conversation that you can work with. The worst heckles are when people are drunk and they just yell mean, nasty stuff. But you were yelling a bit that you liked, which was fine. But yeah, you were yelling out. You never yelled out. You just said, "Hey, I hope you do that paperclip joke."
Oh, good.
But it was your favorite though, and I was happy to do it. So yeah, you were never trouble. You were never a problem.
And then I would email you and say, "Can you send me a CD of that joke?"
Did I send you one?
You did.
Yeah, I did. I'm a good guy.
I was very worried about entering stalkish territory at that point. Oh, look at that. Which one's that?
That's the second CD. I brought this up here because a mate of mine is going to come to one of my shows, and he wants my CD. These aren't even available anymore. This is like
limited
finding like a rare treasure on eBay or something. But yeah, Paperclip. It's on here. Old time computer and Paperclip. Yeah.
Ah.
So I sent you one of these.
No,
'Cause I'm a nice guy.
Even better, you sent me a CDR of that joke personally for me before that CD was for sale.
Oh, did I do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was incredible.
I have a lot of free time.
I'm often worried when I'm a big fan of an artist that they'll take it the wrong way and think I'm a stalker.
You weren't a stalker. You were just annoying. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. That was a joke because I know how to tell jokes. No, you weren't annoying ever. John has been a great guy and a great supporter, and you know, because he worked at another company.
We can say it.
And
Now we can.
can.
Say it. Now we can.
Well, the lawsuit's over. How much stuff did you steal from Apple when you left?
Screw them.
How much stuff did you nick from Apple? That box down there says property of Apple, not to be taken off the premises.
That's all I stole was the empty cardboard
Just
box.
cardboard boxes, which it's the new iBox. It's
that?
going to be in everybody's wish list at Christmas. Have you ever had a guest talk this much? You seem shocked. Like they don't usually say this much. The guy from Styx, he just sat there and just played keyboard.
The guy with Styx was great because I thought he would want to get out of the interview as fast as possible, which is what he led me to believe before it started. But then when we got into it, he wouldn't leave. Well, I wouldn't say he wouldn't leave.
He's still here.
No,
He's behind these partitions, which, by the way, aren't supposed to be used on anybody else's show. These have been stolen. I mean, this guy, he's the biggest criminal in Silicon Valley I've ever seen. He nicks everything from Apple. Look at that. On the move, property, do not touch. Not this rebel. Not only did he move them, he touched them.
when I say he wouldn't leave, I meant his tour manager kept on coming into the room saying, "Hey, you got a show to do. Hurry up." And he was like, "Oh, in a minute." That's what I mean.
He was having such a good time.
Such a good time. He didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
Not like he wouldn't leave. You're in LA now.
I'm in Los Angeles.
You used to live here.
I lived in San Francisco, and I love visiting the Bay Area.
You and Margaret Cho, both from San Francisco. Now you're both in LA, and you're doing a podcast together, right?
Yes. We have a nice little podcast. I've been friends with Margaret for a long time. We're both stand-up comics, and she and I were talking one night. We said, well, we should do a little podcast because everybody in the world has a podcast now, and she's got a huge, big fan base. And we just would have these conversations. We thought, well, let's record them and put them out. And it's been really, really well received. It's called Monsters of Talk, and it's been fun.
I've had this Cosmic Questions bottle on my desk. And then, unbeknownst to me, people have been putting questions into here.
Is it like the suggestion box?
I guess so. Dear John wants answers. They're very formal. Here's a cosmic question. How did a doofus like John... I should read these beforehand. How did a doofus like John get a TV show? Is this indicative of the decline of civilization?
It's like getting a horrible YouTube comment printed up.
Yes.
In person, yeah. That's why I don't have YouTube comments. Because I was tired of 12-year-olds from Belgium telling me I wasn't funny.
Oh, like they're any funny, right?
Yeah, well, but apparently they have time to tell you you're not funny from across the seas.
I guess this comedy 3 minutes, appeal differently to Belgian kids who are 12?
Apparently Belgian 12-year-olds is not my target market.
Maybe it's the accent.
It might be, or it might
They
be.
speak Danish there, right?
It might be my distaste of their waffles. Which is not true because I love their waffles.
What's not to like?
We should go get waffles after this.
Oh, waffle party.
You want to go get waffles? Tweet us at John Wants Waffles. Waffle. There's no room for an S on the end of that.